Why would you come to a life coach? Surely we all know how to live our life. Well, the fact is that we actually don't, because we get burdened down and we get covered in these burdens put on us by other people. And coming to a life coach for a conversation about our individual life helps us to remove these burdens. I think a good story to kind of give a vision and a feeling of what it's like to come to a life coach is, let's say that in our life we jumped into a flowing river. At the sides of the river are some pretty green trees and banks, and we're flowing down the river, we're lying on our back and we're just enjoying the scenery as we go by. And then suddenly we notice just to one side there's a particularly beautiful setting. There's a little beach or a bank, there's a little clearing, the sun is dappling through the trees, and we think, wow, I absolutely love that. I wish I could keep it, I wish I could grasp it, I wish I could hold on to it. So we turn around and we start swimming. And we start swimming up the stream, we start swimming against the flow of the river, the natural flow of life. And the society that we are living in now puts us into this reverse flow. We almost start our life expecting that we have to swim upstream. That's not the case. We don't have to. Coming to a life coach and having conversations about these bigger picture events give us the imagination, give us the vision, give us the awareness that we don't have to swim against this stream. But it goes worse than this, because while we're swimming against this stream, to begin with, it seems easy enough. Yeah, we're lovely, we're keeping a view on that beautiful place that we saw, we're keeping it to one side, we can look at it how often as we want. It's there, it's always there. We're getting a bit tired, we're starting to slow down, we're starting to lose the vision that we've got there. And somebody comes along and says, hey, I've got this amazing aid that you can use. You just need to buy this and it'll make your swimming much easier. You can keep that beautiful image, that beautiful vision, that beautiful place in view as long as you want. Just buy this. So we buy it and it helps our swimming. It makes it slightly easier, but it burdens us. It weighs us down, it sinks us slowly deeper into the water. So although it's helping us to move forward, the process of actually swimming is harder to get out of the water each time. And therefore, although it's helping us, it's also burdening us down. And this is what life does to us. This is what consumerist society does to us in the West. This is what all demands in life put on us. They burden us down and make the swimming much harder. And then someone else comes along and says, hey, I can give you this if you just pay for it. And it will make it much easier. You don't need to worry about that other thing. Forget about it. Just buy this. And we buy this and it makes it easier. But now we've got two things burdening us down. And it's still hard work. And then someone else comes along and says, look, I can solve all of your problems. Just buy this. But we don't have the money to buy it. So now, while we're swimming along, they say, well, look, I need some stones, or I need some twigs, or some bits of wood, or whatever it might be. You give them to me, and then eventually I'll give you this thing that's going to make your job easier. So as you're swimming along, burdened down, you pick up a nice stone every now and again and throw it off. This is our monetary society. While we're working hard, we're having to reach down and throw little pebbles of money, effort, to try and achieve this next thing that's going to make our swimming easier. And eventually we build up enough stock that we've given to this person, and they say, here it is, here's that amazing device that's going to make your life much easier. And suddenly we're buoyed by a bit, we're excited, it's going to be much better. We've lost sight of the image now because we've been too busy picking the stones or the sticks up, but we know it's there. If we can just swim back upstream far enough, we know we'll get back to that amazing place that we experienced in the past. But this new device that we're sold doesn't last forever. We get so far, and then we suddenly find that we can't go any further because it's broken down, or it's run out of energy or fuel or whatever it is needed to empower it. So we have to start throwing stones or sticks in that again. And all the time we're slowly fading further downstream. So coming to a life coach and having a conversation helps us recognize how these things that we've adopted, these burdens that we've taken on in our life, because each one is different. There is no one size fits all. Every one of us takes on different burdens, and working with a life coach can help us to identify these burdens and to release the shackles that they've placed on us. And eventually, as we work through this, we'll learn to remove the burden, to remove the weight, and suddenly we're floating once again. And then we learn to turn back around and we float back on the river, and we go with the flow once again. We start looking at the new views, the beautiful views that are yet to come. There are so many beautiful views available to us in our life. They are yet to come, but we have to stop grasping on the ones that we've had in the past. And working with me, working to become a life ninja or a new life ninja, working to create your own life path and identify your own life path, allows us to stop taking on these burdens, to stop grasping and holding on to things, these amazing images and views and experiences that flow past. We get to enjoy them in the time that we have to experience them, but then we let them go and we let them flow past us. And then we look forward to the next new experience, because that will give us something extra than what we haven't had so far. So working with me, working to become a life ninja, not only looks at the burdens that we have and helps to remove that, but it looks at the new experiences that are possible. And it also helps us to see that bigger picture, the fact that yes, we're in this river, yes, we are flowing along, but this river is part of a huge ecosystem. We can call this our consciousness. And as we understand this ecosystem and how it all ties together, this consciousness, we start to build a vision, a picture for our life. We start to build a purpose of what we're doing. We start to know if one of the tributaries that come along on this river that we're flowing through are actually helpful to us and more aligned with our life purpose. And we start to build a true meaning of life. So literally that is what working with a life coach will do, and only you will know if I am the right coach to help you right now. You may find that others are more aligned with the burdens that you have added to yourself, but be cautious about taking on new burdens. Don't just take on advice and coaching that are simply going to burden you down and send you off in wrong directions. So I wish you well on your journey. I hope your swimming is going well. I enlighten you and let you float and enjoy the rest of your life, the rest of your day, and I look forward to speaking to you again. Bye for now.